Hello, and welcome back to Rogue Legacy with Brian. And this is the first episode that I am recording after my return from vacation. And I just have been spending a little bit of time on this screen just trying to re-equip myself with the various controls. And also to figure out the character that we had from last time. And so, what do we have? We have an assassin. We are a dwarf, so we are tiny. And we occasionally, because we're an assassin, can do critical hits. We do have a vampire rune and a siphon rune, and so we're going to get some hit points and magic points back from each kill. We've got a fair amount of jumping. We've got a double jump as well as a sky rune that allows us to move around. We still have the dash. If we get a critical hit, it doesn't happen all that often. There's a crit. It does a lot of damage, and we have Skype as our spell, and as an assassin, our special advantage is Mist Form, which allows us to kind of like disappear, and enemies can't see us or attack us, but it uses up a lot of magic, as I recall. I don't use that very often. And at this point, I only have 17 gold left, so I guess I already spent all my gold on various upgrades. And so, let's go ahead and enter the castle, and see just how out of practice I am at this game, or what kind of damage we can do with this. And yes, hopefully, having recorded a bunch of episodes before I left for vacation, I had all kinds of embarrassments that I did, such as buying a sword and then failing to equip it for a few episodes, and also, what else did I do that was foolish? Oh, I got the glasses at some point when I had a colorblind character, and I didn't realize that the glasses kind of fix your vision impairment problems because the color came back and I didn't notice. So those are just a couple of kind of the sillier things that I've done. And so hopefully, I will, I don't know, notice important things about the game in today's episode. In any case, I do feel like I'm at least killing some guys and doing a good job of staying alive and avoiding damage to get things started up here, so that's good. I think we've got an Ison or a Frostin or whatever he's called up there, and so let's be careful of him. Let's also be careful of this guy. I guess this guy's gonna come close enough, maybe, that our little dwarf can hit him. And can I finish you off? Yes, okay, great. As I recall, on this character, we've not yet beaten the first boss. Alright, I can finish you off to one more hit. I know we found the boss room a few times, but I've never had a great character as a dwarf. This would also probably not be the greatest character. Hey, there's a healing fountain, and so we'll use it later when we actually need it. Let's remember that it's there. Take no damage in this room. That eyeball thing is going to shoot at me. I do have a spell that I could use to possibly take out that eyeball, so let's try to do that, actually. Let's get him to shoot up here. And then can I do that? Yes, great. And then there is another one of those eyeball guys who I do not like. But I think if I can get him to shoot up here and then do that, yes, great. And then there's another one. But obviously, if we can succeed at taking no damage in this room, we'll get a fairy chest, which will get us a new rune. Whoa, that was close. Whoa, and there's a big guy. Visionary. Awesome. But I successfully used my Sky spell. Make my way over here. Curse rune, sword. Actually, that is not a particularly valuable rune, but it's always valuable, I guess, to get runes, even if they're not ones that you don't, even if they're ones you don't want, because that just means you'll be more likely to get a rune that you do want next time you get one. All right, so I've used up almost all my magic, and I'm using a little bit more right there because this is not the easiest start to a room. This room will have a lot of bad guys in it. All right, so I really need to get some magic back. But I'm doing a good job of otherwise staying alive. And let's see. Since it is Rogue Legacy, I actually haven't planned, wasn't kind of like thinking through any of the details of my trip, but I guess, this probably won't air for a few days, though. I think I'm not going to talk about an overview of the trip. I'll probably do that in a Minecraft video, because that's something that I think more people will be interested in. A lot of people will be interested in the details of the trip. Hold on. How come I can't hit you if I time this right? I feel like I should be able... There we go. That's what I wanted to do. And there's a potion there, too. I just have to time that just right. Come on. Alright, we'll do a double up. Alright, we'll just time it so that we avoid the bullet. Yeah, I think I'll talk more about the trip in a Minecraft video, because I can do some story times and doing some building or something. And yeah, I still have a few Rogue Legacy videos that are already pre-recorded from before I went on vacation that haven't yet aired, and so I just have a feeling that this video is not going to air for a while, and it would be better to talk about my trip soon after returning from my trip rather than later. But yeah, I'm amazed at the fact that I don't know that I've taken any damage yet, which for me is just like unheard of. This is a weird room. Oh, I see. Oh boy. All right. That's the type of room that I typically do take damage in, and so even though there's some furniture there to break. What is this? This is a good thing. This guy, this chest, it has kind of a different color than most of the other chests that you see, and so it's going to have more money in it. And so that is terrific. And man, this assassin character, like, he's reasonably fast. I've got enough power-ups that he's kind of tearing it up here in the castle. And so I wonder if I should try to go to the forest and get some more money. Oh, the Maya will be too difficult still. Let's see. That's not a great room either, since I don't have a ton of magic to be able to kind of kill those guys through the wall. So let's take a look at the map really quick. Where else can I go? Yeah, let's go down and explore more of the castle back the way I came. I think that is a smart move for this particular character to do at this moment in time. We still have the healing fountain, so I can come back to that in the future. Let's check out, oops, what we got over here. Hello. Alright, and so what are the things do I want to talk about? I already just recorded a Minecraft video where I talked about the Super Bowl a little bit, which I still haven't had a chance to watch. But, oops, oh! A friend of mine does have it recorded, and so I am looking forward to watching it. Let's see. When you come home from a long trip, it's always the case that you have like a ton of things you need to do. I kind of like mentioned them on Twitter when I first got back home, but I had like tons of laundry that I needed to do. I had 0 food in the house. Speaking of food, chicken leg, hooray! I didn't really need it, but we like getting little power-ups like that. I had no food in the house, so I needed to go to the grocery store. Number of things in terms of just kind of like, oh, alright, finally took some damage. Had to happen at some point. Some appointments to kind of get on the calendar and ready for. It's that time of year that I was picking up my mail after I got back home, and there's like all kinds of tax documents that have been coming in the mail, and so I need to start thinking about my taxes. All of those types of things, but the nice thing is, unlike the past 4 months, and yes, it's actually been 4 straight months, basically, where I've gone away on trips. At the end of October, beginning of November, I went to Minecon. At the end of November, I went on a trip with family to New York and to Paris. I don't even remember if I talked about that at all when I went on that trip. And then at the end of December, I went back to Florida, back home to see my mom over Christmas time. And then the end of January, I just did this trip, which I'm going to be telling you guys about. But basically, all right, so if I have a teleporter here, does this mean that this is the entrance to the dungeon? It does. Okay, so I don't want to go down there. So, okay, so the entrance to the forest must be back over through that other room. All right, do I want to use the teleporter back? Yeah, let's go ahead and use the teleporter to get back then. Sorry, I just needed to kind of plan my route. Oops, how do I do this? There we go. Yeah, my most recent trip where I went to Singapore and Vietnam and Bali. And, yeah, but those are the end of my trip plans. That was a lot of kind of like trips and vacation time. And, but now I'm finally going to be home for a stretch, I expect. And, yeah, it's nice to have the opportunity. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, careful, careful, careful. The opportunity, to get a little settled again. All right, still doing okay because I've got the vampire rune, and so I'm getting a little bit of hit points back with each kill. Hey, and here's the boss room. Let's see. I think I want to continue over to the forest, and I've got all my magic points back too. All right, so we'll be able to teleport back here. I would like to find the forest and try to get some more money, but if I do clear out a fair bit of the forest with this character, who seems to be doing very well so far, then I might end up going back and trying to fight the boss with this character. I think I know what the first boss is like, and I think that a dwarf character is not going to be great against the first boss. Whoop, okay. Let's do that. Yep. Yep. It's alright, it's alright. Whoop. Scout shooting little fireballs, blood balls at me, whatever it is that the eyeballs shoot at you. I think it's like blood, right? It looks like blood. Alright. Kill him, kill him. Having trouble talking. But yeah, basically having the, I don't know if you call it like free time, like just like being at home for a continual stretch as opposed to always going away on a trip or planning to go away on a trip and doing all the preparations you need to do when you go away on a trip and then doing all the stuff you need to do when you first get back home from a trip. Like, I'll actually have a lot more time once again. I was managing to make nearly daily video content for the entire time, even when I was away on the trips, and so I was very happy about that in terms of getting a lot of pre-recording done and different kinds of things. But now, at least in the short term, I expect to have a lot of time in my hands, as people have wondered or suggested if I... Okay, so that's another area that's going to get us down into the dungeon, which we don't want to go to yet. So where is the forest? Hold on. Oh, it must be in the upper right. I have to go through that room I didn't want to go through. All right. Well, if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. Yeah, because I do want to tackle... Okay. So I've got a plan of where I need to go. Yeah, people have been speculating if I am going to be getting another job, and I am. At some point, I do need to get another job, because that's just how the world works, and if you want to eat... Ouch, darn it. Alright, that was foolish. Hold on. It's these little just, you know, stationary, repeating, shooting fireball traps that get me the most. It feels so silly. Alright, I still don't really need the healing fountain yet. And I have to take a look at the map again. Yeah, okay, so we're going to go this way. And I've got all of my spell power back, and so if I wanted to use some mana in this room to kill some of these guys, I could, and so maybe I will. That seems like a good time. Crap! There we go. Alright, and that skeleton is almost dead. Oh, crap! I might be able to hit him through the wall. And did I hit somebody else? You I could probably hit through the wall, actually. And if I kill you through the wall, you'll give me a couple of hit points thanks to my vampire rune, and so let's do that. I've got 43 hit points. Yeah, I think we can continue forward, but if we find a teleport... Okay, great. That'll give me a chicken leg. I could use this, and this has got to be the entrance to the forest over here then. You always get these teleporter rooms right before the entrance to a new area. And so that's what we got right here. Great. Alright, and let's go ahead and deal with the Fury before I get close enough to that red bony skeleton dude, who will throw multiple bones at me at once. Alright, yeah, I'm slowly kind of earning hit points in the back. There we go, that helps a lot. Alright, we killed that guy before he got a chance to shoot at me. Great. Yeah, so in any case, I was talking... Oh, I left a coin in that room. That was foolish. Oh, alright, this guy... When you kill the blobs and they explode into, like, the smaller blobs or whatever, like, it's always the case that kind of one of them bounces towards you and one of them kind of bounces away, as far as I can tell. And so you have to be kind of ready for exactly how they're going to move right after you hit them, I feel like is the most dangerous point. Alright, what's my goal? I guess basically to find any good chests that I can find in this area and stay alive long enough that I collect a bunch of gold, and then we're going to head back to the boss room if we still manage to stay alive. Okay. So I know kind of like my big picture goals for this little foray into the forest, which is actually going pretty well. Alright, there's a chicken leg there, but I'm pretty healed up, and so I'm going to try to kill a few more guys without leaving the screen. And the crazy headless horse dude, sometimes he seems to get like... Alright, I'm going to eat that chicken leg right now. Yeah, the headless horse sometimes like seem to get stuck behind invisible walls or something. Like, I think they're supposed to run back and forth across the whole length of the platform that they're on. Alright, we're going to try to jump over this chicken leg because I've got all my health, and I might take some damage over here, and if I do, then I can go pick up the chicken leg. And if I don't, then more power to me. Alright, I think we have cleared this all out. And where does this little secret dwarf passage right here go? Can I get up in here? Interesting. It looks like there's a secret passageway there. But even with my little tiny dwarf character, I can't seem to get in it. I'm not sure what's up with that. Alright, and great. I've got another chicken leg, which is good because this guy's difficult. Ah, darn it. Alright, great. So let's go eat the chicken leg now. Fantastic. So in any case, to kind of sum up, I am looking forward to the fact that I maybe will actually... Whoa, okay. That room is actually not as bad as it looks. Let me let them shoot. There we go. And then I think they won't shoot again for a couple of seconds when I first walk in. And so I guess I want to kill the ones at the bottom first. Oh, crap, crap, crap. All right, just avoid the wherever these things are shooting. All right. Let's let this guy shoot one more time. And now let's run over here. Okay. And oops. Okay. Yep. Great, 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 great. All right, I am doing a really good job of avoiding damage so far today. I'm not sure if I'm getting lucky on the rooms, or if it's just that I'm well rested, or after, you know, well vacationed and I'm in better shape. I have no idea. I don't know what to attribute it to, because yesterday... Oh, crap, I forgot about these guys! Earthens, I think they're called, or something. All right, they are going to be a pain in the neck in that room. But I think I do want to go through that room. Let's try this room again, and let's try to be a little bit more careful if we can. Oh, they're just all standing behind there where I can't get them. That's kind of a bummer. I could use my spell, but I think we'll just kind of continue on and hope that this circles around or we get to another teleporter. Yeah, yesterday I got a high score in Spelunky. That was my birthday yesterday, which is also a nice kind of birthday bonus to, like, get a high score. And... yeah, admittedly, like, that game also had given me, like, a bunch of kind of good luck stuff. Alright, Earthzor is the name of that guy, and he causes a little rock to appear at your feet. Alright, but he doesn't attack very often, and so if I can just kind of keep moving, eventually... oh, crap! Eventually I'll get over to where he is. Alright, let's just make sure. Alright, that I'm on the move whenever he's going to cast his little spell. There we go. Whoop. Okay. Great, great, great. Don't have a lot of practice with them. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's, you know, vacation time, like, actually gives you some nice relaxation time, and that causes you to get better at things, but I feel like the last couple of days, like, the games that I have been playing with the controller, the platformers and things, like, I've been doing better than I typically do. Admittedly, in this game, by virtue of the fact that, unlike Spelunky, you know, your characters actually get stronger and better and faster over time. All right, I do need some health, so let's try to be careful. In this room. Whoop. Okay, all right. That is good. Managed to make it out of there alive. I think I will go back and eat some food. So where is the teleporter room? Is just right back through here. Yes, okay. Yeah, don't necessarily have an explanation for it, but we don't need an explanation for everything. Sometimes we can just be happy about what happens and take things as they go. Okay, apparently there was stuff in here that I already ate. I believe there's still a chicken leg in this room that I've not eaten. There we go. Great, I don't need the magic. And let's see, should I try to take on the boss with this character? I've already managed to gather how much gold? We'll check it out in a moment. I guess, is this the official entrance? No, this was the entrance to the forest, not the Maya. So there's probably more castle above me here. Ah, I see. Here's the entrance to the Maya. How much more forest did we have? There was some easy forest to get to still. So I am going to eat this chicken leg and head back into the forest. See, all right, I've already got almost 3,000 gold, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to see if I can clear out a little bit more of the forest to get a little bit more gold. And if I can keep my health up, then we are going to go try and actually take on the first boss, which I believe would be the first time in this playthrough. I can't remember if I've actually gone into the boss room yet. And yeah, if I'm actually doing decent at kind of like movement and dodging kind of stuff, that could be a good advantage for this first boss as well, from what I remember of him. Oh! Oh! I can't remember if we've seen one of these rooms before. Chance of a lifetime. For a quarter of your gold, you can order 1 of 3 chests. 1 will triple what you paid, but the other 2 are empty. This is actually a good thing to do. You just saw it cost me 700. I have no idea which one to open, so think about which one you would like to open. And nothing! So hopefully you guys picked a different box than I did. But that can actually be super profitable. Unfortunately, I did just lose 700 gold, but I could have gained a bundle. And since you lose a quarter but can gain back like triple that much, that could be a nice way to like really kind of increase your earnings. And so that's a game that I usually like to play. And let's see, I believe there's more forests to the right over here that I haven't explored. Yes, that's correct. So let's take a peek over here. Oh, reach me in time. Yeah, this is gonna be too difficult. The room, okay, yikes. This room is also difficult. Let's just try to stay alive for a moment here. Let's use a spell. All right, that was good, that was good. Hooray, all right, I'm happy with how I dealt with that situation because the fairy chest room, unfortunately, we are not gonna get that fairy chest. All right, we've got guys shooting at us from up here, so let's be careful about the projectiles until we see these guys on the screen. There he is, okay, there's one. What is it called, Plantazor or something? I can't remember what these guys' names are. Bud, I see. The like next tier level of the enemy is like a Plantazor or something, I think, maybe? I don't remember. Mr. Bones! Oh dear! Alright, there's an Ursaor, is that what your name is? Ursaor. Off screen, casting his crazy spell on me. Alright, how am I doing? Still have almost all my magic. Still have most of my hit points too. Alright, Vampirism runes are the greatest thing ever. I really love being able to get health back as I kill enemies. Alright, well, we are gaining back all the gold we just lost in our bet. And got a lot of different directions I can go, so let's keep looking around. See if we can manage to keep staying alive here in the forest. We're getting a ton of money. That if nothing else, I can spend on various upgrades for my character. So yeah, I was starting to say that in terms of my success in this game. Could be caused either because of just having kind of a good day with the controller, like I was in Spelunky, or because of the fact that my characters are getting better and stronger as I gain more equipment. Ah, darn it. And more upgrades to character stats like strength. Alright, this guy's in a nice place where he'll be easy to kill. Headless Horse. As opposed to the Headless Horseman. Oh boy! What is that guy called? I don't know, but I don't like him. Warg. Alright, if he jumps up again, that would work well in my favor. There he goes, there he goes. Let's just get him as he jumps. Jump up here, dummy. Ah, darn it. Alright. Yeah, I always find those guys... I can't say they move unpredictably, per se, but I have difficulty successfully predicting the movements. I guess it's just very much like the timed little fireball thingies. Okay, we've got some bad guys here, and I have some magic points to spare. And so, let us spare them. Yeah, I can actually use magic once more before I pick up this thing. Great. And so let's kill something with magic before I replenish my magic with the little potion bottle that one of these enemies dropped. Ouch, Mr. Bones! You're a bad dude. Oh, my hit points are really low. I did not realize how low they were. Alright, let's spend more magic when appropriate. And yuck. I may have to head back to the castle, maybe? Alright, there's a guy who I can afford to spend magic on to make sure I don't get hit. Great. Let's go pick up some magic. Yeah, I really need some hit points again. So let's try to manage to stay alive, shall we? Alright, where am I? I can still go down in this room. Alright, so let's do that. Yeah, I need to get my hit points back up before I try to take on the boss in the other area. Oh, hey! Terrific! Okay, let's... Who is the second boss? I think the first boss is still a better guy to go after. So let's see. I just got a chicken leg there. Let's take a quick peek in the room over here. So this is the entrance to the second boss that I don't know that we've seen before. But I don't really... Ooh! Interesting. I could get Conflux. Conflux... So this is basically a different spell. Occasionally you find the opportunity to swap out the spell that you have. So instead of Scythe, I could get Conflux. It will not be very useful against the first boss, and so I think I prefer to keep my Scythe. We're basically just looking to see if there's easy rooms that we can tackle without too much trouble. I'm not good at that, and so we're not going to do that. And if not, we're going to go back into the castle using this little teleporter to warp. We're going to see if we can regain some hit points in the castle. And apparently this is a room that I have not finished. Maybe? No, I have finished this room. Okay. Let's be careful. Take no damage. I can go down here. I can dash to the right. I can use my double jump and my sky rune and get over there. I'm pretty sure I can do this. So let's do it. Oh, crap. Darn it. Poop! I slipped and was impaled by spikes. I'm not sure why my double jump didn't kick in there. I'm not sure if I just failed to hit the button after I dashed, or... I'm not sure what happened there. I'm unhappy with the end there. You should have picked the other child. I don't think so. I think you did very well, Lady Blair. Alright, so let's go ahead and choose a new heir. We have an Assassin Savant. I didn't even think about using Mist Form at any time during that. We've got a Spell Sword with Muscle Weakness. Enemies won't get knocked back. It's not great, but I do love the Spell Sword. And PAD Endomorph Assassin. That's pretty good. I think that's actually the character that we are going to have to take. PAD, Peripheral Arterial Disease with no foot pulse, means the spike traps on the floor cannot sense that we are there. And therefore, we're kind of effectively immune to them because they don't go off. Alright, so let's see. We've got another assassin, and so probably a similar gear will work. I just want to make sure with all this money that there aren't things that I want to buy that I have not bought yet, such as dragon limbs, which weigh a ton, but will give us a ton of extra magic. Should I purchase them? I probably should. And then use weight upgrades. I just want to check out what other things I might spend the money on with this character. I don't need any of those runes. I don't care for any of that. I don't have any extra vampire runes or anything. Yeah, it's always better to spend money on equipment than kind of skill upgrades from the point of view of when you buy more skill upgrades and increase your own level, the enemies inside the castle get harder as well, but when you buy equipment, the enemies stay at the same level. And so we're going to buy the dragon limbs. I can't equip them yet, but if I get... How much weight did that have? It had a ton of weight. Plus 40. And so I am unclear if that means... Well, let's just start spending on equip up and see. I can only buy one of them. And so can I actually equip the dragon limbs with that? I don't think so. But at least we'll have unlocked them. Yeah, still can't equip it. And so I guess I need plus 40. I need 175, so I'm going to need a bunch more of equipment upgrades so that I can actually hold the dragon limbs. But that was great progress on that character. We managed to unlock a very fantastic piece of equipment that'll help us out in the future. And let me check on the time for the episode, so I'll be right back. Yeah, I think we'll call it there. It's always good to have an episode where you only have one character, because it means your one character did very well, even if they did gamble away a good portion of our earnings. But next time we'll pick up with this character that's an even better assassin. Well, a little bit slower, but a well-equipped assassin. And so I will see you guys next time with more Rogue Legacy.